A very good evening to one and all. First of all, let me wish you all a very, very happy new year. With every new year, we make resolutions and start with a fresh book. This year also, let's start with something new, something good, and something great. Today, we have all gathered here for this wonderful session where we'll be talking about how we can train our kids and in terms of money, like the power of saving, the value of money, how in the manner of Chatur Chanakya. Also, we'll be talking about how we should plan a kids' education fund, why that is important, and how we can secure that education fund. Just remember this moment when the doctor had handed over that little kid in her hand, that little cute kiddo, and that had changed the life. Isn't it? That was a very special moment. And from that very moment, we had started to plan. We had started to dream about how he's going to grow, what he'll be when he grows up, and what all things will happen in the form of stages. So this very session is for all the parents and the kids, where so many things we are going to discuss about. Not only we as a parent dream, but kids do dream. And at every stage, they dream differently. And parents try all the means to fulfill that dream. That very same way, this little red hen, we know the story. Right. This little red hen also had dreamt about something. Let us see what she had dreamt about. This little red hen used to stay in a very small farm with a doggy, a pussy cat, and a duck. One day, she found some seeds somewhere, and she went to all her friends to tell, see, I have found these seeds, and I feel like that when we sow these seeds, and later with that flour, we can make a bread. So see, she had dreamt about a bread, a long-term thing she had in her mind that we can make with this grains, few grains, she was talking to make bread, isn't it? But for this, none of her friends supported her. Did she stop? No. She went to the backyard and she actually made a pit and sowed that seeds. She took care of it regularly and made that plant to grow. And now, after a period of time, that plant was ready for harvest. For that also she asked for help. No one did help out. She harvested it, took that grains to the flour mill, got the flour ready. Later, she herself made the dough out of it and prepared that bread. Now just imagine the regular efforts she took without any help, invested her time, and she got that bread ready. Just think that smell of bread only must have made her happy. So the story, I discussed this just because with a proper investment of time and efforts, she could turn the wheat into bread. By keeping a long-term investment in her mind, she was rewarded because of her investment. The same happens with us. Our kids, at every stage, I said, they dream. Maybe at 5, they dream to become a scientist. At 10, they may dream about becoming an astronaut. At every stage, the dreams are different. Let it be any field of education. As a parent, we dream to give them world-class education. That is the dream of a parent. But how many of us are actually able to accomplish this dream? Just a few. Why? Why only a few can do this? The reason behind this is this could be the rate of inflation, right? Isn't it? Do you agree to me? Also, one reason could be not planning at the right time for the future. If you agree with me, please, I want you to answer in chat box. Do you agree or you not agree? I'm just waiting for the answers, okay? Yes, yes, I can see agree, 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 yes. So now what should we do? Before that, what should we do? Let us see the fee structure of top 6 universities in the world currently. They may start with 27 lakhs and end up at 68 around. We have taken just per annum fees, okay? Not much I have considered. And the rest of the extra expenses are kept aside. This is just the per annum fees. This is what we are dreaming about for our kids. And let me show you the inflation rate also. 2015, when the engineering was costing just 5 lakhs, in 2033, it is expected to go to 27.8 lakhs. Are we prepared for this? Have we made that provision for our kids that by the time they are going to go for graduation or post-graduation, the money is ready with us? We are just going to ask them, Beta, are you ready to go for that particular education? Have you prepared yourself? If they say yes, then we are ready. Okay. You got your marks, we give you the money, and the dream is fulfilled. But how will that happen? Let me take you a very small example, and with that, we'll go step by step, and the plan will be ready. Here, I'll show you, there's Mr. Jain, who's 34 years old. Income is 1 lakh. Mrs. Jain, 30 years. She's earning per month 40,000. And there's Master Runal, who is just 2 years and doesn't have any income. Matlab, there is no royalty income also coming from anywhere. Okay. They have a monthly expense of 70,000. So the remaining will be 70,000. The first and the foremost thing we need to analyze or understand is the time horizon, that how much time is there with us to invest or get prepared for that time. We cannot go and dig the well when we feel thirsty, right? So we have to understand the time horizon. Also, the cost of education. As we said that earlier, 2015, it was 5 lakhs for engineering. 2033, it is going to be 27 lakhs. So at what time my son or daughter is going to be at that stage? So what will be the cost of education that time? Let us see now. As I said, Master Runal is 2 years old. Graduation, he'll go at the age of 19 years. And post-graduation, maybe at the age of 23 years. So the time to goal, that is, we have 17 years for graduation and 21 years for post-graduation. So this is our time horizon. Cost of education. As I said, if today it is 8 lakhs, the future cost will, at the rate of 10%, will be 33 lakhs. And today, if the current cost of education is 20 lakhs for a post-graduation, that time is going to be 1.2 crores. So altogether, we should have 1.5 crores. I hope all of you have made that provision, isn't it? If not, then we will be seeing it today, how we can do that. The next point is to assess the assets and liabilities. Many of the time, we forget certain things while we are assessing the assets and liabilities. And we think that we have that much assets now. Education will be done from that. But let me show you this. This is the assets and liabilities column for Mr. and Mrs. Jain. They have invested in equity shares, they have EPF, they have PPF, they have a flat, they have physical gold in form of jewelry. The residential flat is the same flat where they are staying. And they have cash in bank. So the total amounts to 80 lakhs. Whereas the liabilities they're having, that is 30 lakhs of home loan and car loan of 3 lakhs, which is amounting to 33 lakhs. Now you'll say that there are enough assets with them. Why do they'll plan it accordingly? Why do they need an education plan? But let me tell you that that residential flat, I hope someone is unmuted. Please mute yourself. Residential flat is of 60 lakhs, right? But the person will not sell his own flat for the education, isn't it? Nor someone will like to sell the physical gold or the jewelry. If I keep these things apart, so the 70 lakhs are kept apart. The amount remaining is 10 lakhs. So the assets are 10 lakhs and the liability is 33 lakhs. Do they have any amount for education? Uditji, currently they have invested only in equity shares, not in mutual funds. Now we need to understand the amount to be saved. How much amount do we need to save? This is a very general question. We need to invest it smartly, creating a basket of investments, different investment options so that you get the right returns when they are combined together. You need to have a mixed portfolio, as we say. Supposingly, if I'm considering for education, my bare minimum at that time will be 40 lakhs. That 40 lakhs should be there with me anyhow. Without that 40 lakhs, my son's or daughter's education will not be done. उसके बिना हो ही नहीं सकता. 40 लाख तो मेरे पास होने ही चाहिए. So that much amount should come from some guaranteed plan, which has a security factor as well. The second part, if I think I want to go to a better college level, of course we want to give the best, but at a better level. So maybe I'll need 70 lakhs. As 40 lakhs are going to come from the guaranteed option, the rest of the 30 lakhs can come from mutual fund. That mutual fund or ULIP option where the risk is medium. And when we are opting for a world-class education or the top university or top college of suppose a country or overall the world, that time I need even more money. That money can come from equity option, futures and options, derivatives, where you have high risk and high returns. So when the complete portfolio is created, all the returns are balanced, the amount you need is also achieved, and your target is completed. Not only this, friends, each and every parent should be adequately insured. When we see an ad, they say 1 crore. But is that 1 crore sufficient for you? Is it less? Is it more? Have you analyzed that? For that, one should go for a human life value calculation and then go for insurance. Next point is prepare for unexpected. Any emergency, you should have that much. आपके किसी भी इमरजेंसी के लिए आपके पास पैसा होना चाहिए, चाहे वो हेल्थ केयर वाइज हो या और किसी इमरजेंसी के लिए. आपके पास बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे होने चाहिए, सो दैट ये जो आपके फाइनेंशियल गोल्स है, चाहे वो रिटायरमेंट हो चाहे वो एजुकेशन हो बच्चे की, उसका पैसा निकाल के आप इमरजेंसी को फुलफिल ना करें. दोनों की अपनी अपनी प्रायोरिटी है. यू कैन नॉट मिक्स देम अप. सो अगर हेल्थ वाइज है तो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस की जरूरत है. उसके अलावा भी वन शुड हैव सम इमरजेंसी फंड विद देम other than your financial goal funds. And सबसे important, आज शुरुआत करनी है, अगले महीने नहीं, 6 महीने बाद नहीं, साल भर बाद नहीं. It should be now. When you say it's now, it's today. It can never be tomorrow because tomorrow never comes, isn't it? Now the question is the same. 1.5 crores, how will that come? And out of that, how much should I get from guaranteed? So let us make a round figure and let's say 1 crore. 1 crore should come from guaranteed option. But which guaranteed option? How? Why? Why not another option? For this, let me hand it over to Preeti Dhatke. Preeti ma'am, over to you.
Very good evening to one and all. Now, the question is, we have a dream, right? The dream of achieving a 1 crore fund for our child's education. ये ड्रीम को फुलफिल करने के लिए हमें दो चीज लगेगी. एक तो है अच्छे मार्क्स लाने की जिम्मेदारी हमारे बच्चे की है और टाइम पर फंड्स लाने की जिम्मेदारी हमारी है ताकि राइट फंड एट राइट टाइम. So as a parent, what are the options available for us? We essentially have two options. Let's see the option quickly. The first option is we save monthly and we earn interest. इसका अर्थ ये होता है कि हम हर महीने एक अमाउंट डिसाइड करेंगे और उसे सेव करेंगे और उस पे इंटरेस्ट कमाएंगे. जो दूसरा ऑप्शन है वो है हम लोन लेंगे और उस पे इंटरेस्ट पे करेंगे. दैट इज वी बोरो मनी एंड वी पे इंटरेस्ट. नाउ व्हेन आई सेलेक्ट ऑप्शन 1, देयर आर टू बेनिफिट्स. सबसे पहले आप में एक सेविंग की हैबिट इनकलकेट हो जाएगी. आप हर महीने सेव करोगे और दूसरी इंपॉर्टेंट बेनिफिट ये है पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग. आपका पैसा अपने आप कंपाउंड होकर वो राशि तक पहुंच जाएगा. Now, if I borrow funds, what is the major drawback? When my child turns 18 and I go to borrow funds, that time it would be an extra burden on me as well as my child. My child has to undergo his studies quickly because he will always have that tension that he needs to start job and repay the loan. So as a parent, मैं सबसे एक प्रश्न पूछना चाहती हूँ. प्लीज चैट में रिप्लाई करिए. आप ऑप्शन 1 प्रेफर करेंगे या ऑप्शन 2? आई एम वेटिंग फॉर द आंसर्स. प्लीज कैन यू प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट. ओके, सो एवरीवन ओवर हियर बिलीव दैट वी शुड गो फॉर ऑप्शन 1. पर ऐसी कौन सी जादू की लकड़ी है जिसको छड़ी है जिससे घुमाते साथ ही हमें वो वाला अमाउंट 1 करोड़ एग्जैक्टली एट द एज आ जाएगा? ऐसा कुछ है? Yes, we have a plan for that. Let's see the plan quickly. Now, we need at the 21st year for the higher education of a child 1 crore rupees exactly. So what we decided that we are going to save monthly. बराबर है. हमें 21वें साल में अपने बच्चे की हायर एजुकेशन के लिए 1 करोड़ रुपए चाहिए. इसके लिए हमने सबने डिसाइड किया कि हमें सेव करना है, राइट? So let's see how the plan goes. We start saving every month 25,000. The moment you save 25,000, LIC too saves in the form of bonus. Your saving, LIC bonus adds up and your corpus of 1 crore is ready. Now this plan is for 21 years, but for last 3 years you have a premium holiday. You just have to make premium for 18 years. बट क्या लाइफ इतनी सच्ची में इतनी आसान है? हमने सेव किया, LIC ने ऐड किया एंड इट इज अचीव. लाइफ इज वेरी अनसर्टेन. ये कोरोना सिचुएशन ने हमें आज क्या सिखाया है? हमें सिखाया है कि बहुत सारे ब्रेड अर्नर्स, बहुत सारे घर के कर्ता लाइफ खो चुके हैं एंड देन देयर फैमिली हैज टू सफर. वी डोंट वांट आवर फैमिली टू सफर. What am I saying? It is little confusing, right? Let us understand with this. What we have done is we have classified the whole population of the world. हमने दुनिया की पूरी population को 4 भागों में divide कर दिया है. जो सबसे bottom वाला भाग है उसे कहते हैं charity. ऐसे लोग जो दूसरे पर depend होते हैं. जो second strata of society आते हैं वो है hand to mouth, जो रोज खाते हैं और रोज कमाते हैं. और जो third and the most important, the people like me, the people like you, we all are at comfortable position and the highest strata is luxury. Now I, you and me, everybody is at comfortable position. कैसे है? घर का एक कर्ता है. या जो रोज अपनी इनकम कमाता है और उसी के कारण हमारी फैमिली ये कंफर्टेबल पोजीशन पे है, राइट? ही यूजेस हिज माइंड, बॉडी एंड टाइम. As a result, a whole family is at comfortable position. But imagine a situation that if that person who's the bread earner is no more, what will happen in that situation? The whole family will fall. The family will fall on whom? The family will fall on other members of the family or will fall on the society. We had a dream. Remember, today we are here for a dream of child education fund. Now, with the death, shall the dream also die? No. Let's come back to the plan. How can this be prevented? अब हमने देखा था कि हमारा प्लान जो है वो 21 साल का है. मान लीजिए जो ब्रेड अर्नर है, घर का करता है, उनकी डेथ नॉर्मल एक्सीडेंट से हो गई. 2 साल ठीक से प्रीमियम पे की और 3rd ईयर में उनकी नॉर्मल डेथ हो गई. अब 3rd ईयर में जब उनकी डेथ हो जाती है तो फैमिली को इमीडिएटली 50 लाख रुपीस दिए जाते हैं. पर क्या हमने ये पॉलिसी 50 लाख रुपए के लिए ली थी? नो, वी हैड अ ड्रीम. इफ यू रिमेंबर, हमने ये पॉलिसी इसलिए ली है कि 21वें साल में हमारे बच्चे को हमें एजुकेशन के लिए 1 करोड़ रुपीस देना है. तो अगर 21वें साल में हमें 1 करोड़ रुपए चाहिए तो किसी ना किसी को तो प्रीमियम पे करनी पड़ेगी. If I have to continue this policy for my child, somebody has to make premium. Who will pay that premium? In this policy, all the future premiums will be paid by LIC. And that guaranteed amount of 1 crore, which we plan for your children, will be paid to it. Isn't it a guaranteed education plan? ये प्लान यही नहीं खत्म होता, इसमें एक और बेनिफिट है. हर साल पॉलिसी होल्डर की डेथ के बाद 10% ऑफ द सम एश्योर्ड, हमारी पॉलिसी 50 लाख की है तो हर साल पॉलिसी होल्डर की फैमिली को 5 लाख रुपए एजुकेशन नीड के लिए दी जाएंगे. इतना सारा सब कुछ पॉलिसी होल्डर की डेथ के बाद इमीडिएटली 50 लाख रुपीस, आगे की सारी प्रीमियम LIC पे करती है और एवरी ईयर 5 lakhs is paid to the policy holders family for the education need. इतना सारा कोई भी आपका घर का फैमिली मेंबर नहीं कर सकता. ऐसा नहीं कि वो आपके बच्चे से प्यार नहीं करता, ऐसा नहीं कि वो आपके बच्चे के बारे में नहीं सोचता. उसकी खुद की एक फैमिली है, उसकी खुद की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तो वो ये सारा कैसे कर सकता है? आपको नहीं लगता हमारे बच्चे के पास ऐसा प्लान होना चाहिए ताकि मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, मैंने उसकी एजुकेशन गारंटीड कर दी है, वेदर आई एम देयर और नॉट देयर. माय चाइल्ड्स एजुकेशन इज गारंटीड टुडे, नाउ. And again, this plan we can customize as per your child's need and as per your requirement. So let's enroll for the plan today. Now this takes us to the last part of the presentation where we are going to invite our guest speaker, Dr. Radha Krishnan Pillai. Let me introduce him. He is often referred to as modern Chanakya. He says, if as a person you want to become a successful leader, you need to just follow 4 steps. अगर आप अपनी जिंदगी में ये 4 steps follow करते हैं तो आप excellent leader बन सकते हैं. सबसे पहले आप study करिए. आप रोज स्वाध्याय का अर्थ है आपको रोज स्टडी करना होगा. प्रैक्टिस, इट इज राइटली सेड, प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट. प्रचार का मतलब है जितना ज्ञान आप बांटेंगे उतना बढ़ेगा. सो शेयर योर नॉलेज. एंड लास्ट स्टेप इन बिकमिंग अ सक्सेसफुल लीडर इज डॉक्यूमेंट. किताबें लिखी गई तभी तो आज वो हमारे पास नॉलेज रिटेन है. सो ये 4 स्टेप्स अगर आप फॉलो करेंगे तो आप एक सक्सेसफुल लीडर बनेंगे. बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स को हमेशा ये होता है कि एक ऐसी पेरेंटिंग टिप हमें चाहिए, राइट? तो मॉडर्न चाणक्य के हिसाब से वो पेरेंटिंग टिप देखते हैं. शुरू के 5 साल जब आपका बच्चा जन्म लेता है उसे बहुत प्यार करिए, दुलार दीजिए. उसके आगे के 10 साल मतलब 5th ईयर से लेके 15th ईयर तक उसे डिसिप्लिन सिखाइए. And last, when he turns 16, treat him as your best friend. अगर आप ऐसा नहीं करेंगी तो वो कभी भी आपसे खुल के बात नहीं करेगा. तो essentially follow this 3 parenting tips. Now what he says, a concept called, we have a shloka for you first. Kak cheshta bako dhyanam swan nidra tatheva cha अल्पहारी गृह त्यागी विद्यार्थी पंच लक्षणम. इसका अर्थ ये है कि हमें कौवे की तरह चेष्टा करनी चाहिए अपने गोल को अचीव करने के लिए. ये जो स्वान है वो एक पैर पे खड़े होकर अपना गोल अचीव करती है. कुत्ता भले ही हमें सोता हुआ दिखाई दे पर वो अलर्ट होता है, हल्की सी झलक में वो उठ जाता है. हमें ऐसा भोजन खाना चाहिए जो हमारे शरीर के लिए हल्का और हमें एनर्जेटिक रखे. और हमें जिंदगी में अगर अपने गोल को अचीव करने के लिए जो भी करना पड़े, जो भी संघर्ष करना चाहिए, हमें करना है. एंड नाउ आई हैंड इट ओवर टू अ वेरी ओन डॉक्टर राधाकृष्णन पिल्लाई. उनसे सीखते हैं कि कैसे हम अपने बच्चों को एजुकेशन के लिए लेट हिम लर्न फ्रॉम हिम. सर, आई इनवाइट यू अपॉन.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
You can see me? Yes. Thank you so much, Preeti ji. Good evening to each one of you. I'm sure you have learned a lot of new ideas that Preeti ji just told. Now, friends, do you want to actually enjoy a lot? I'm sure there are different ways of enjoying. But now, I'm going to do 3 things of enjoying, or rather I would say 3 ways of enjoying. Okay, so how do we do that? You must have seen that a lot of people today are sticking to videos. Yes, some of you watch videos on the mobile, sometimes on the laptop or the smart screens. So that's one way of enjoying. There is another way of enjoying. You know what is that? Using lot of diagrams and pictures. So I am sure some of you make lot of sketches, pictures, you paint also sometimes. But there's a third way, and I think that is one method which everybody enjoys, and that is listening to stories. Yes, I'm sure even if you're grown up or even if you're a child, everybody like to listen to stories, right? And of course there are other methods like playing, then sometimes even fighting with your brothers and sisters and your friends. There are many methods. But today, I want to use the first 3 methods to learn about a lot of things connected to finance and money. Okay, so ready. Let's start with the first method, that is video. All of you like videos, right? So I'm going to request Sonal ji and Preeti ma'am to actually play a small video for all of you. It's a small 1-minute video, but will help you to introduce you to this little character who's got a small shikha or choti with him. And his name is Chatur Chanakya. So let's see the video first, okay? So I request ma'am to kindly play the video for all of us. So if there is a challenge of playing the video, ma'am, Sonal ji, some technical issue. Okay, no problem. We'll try that later on. But let's do one thing. Let us use the next method, that is pictures and images. And for that, I've already made a PPT for all of you. You can see the PPT? Yes, what is PPT? PowerPoint presentation. I'm sure many of you have already started using this, and this is very nice because you can be very creative about it. So through this PPT, I'm going to introduce all of you to a new friend, and the name of this friend is going to be Chatur Chanakya. Yes, the name of this friend is Chatur Chanakya. You can see this little school boy who is wearing a uniform and he's got a tie, and of course he's got a finger and is wandering also. Remember, he is going to be a friend for life, not only this particular session. Okay, so let's listen and understand who this boy Chatur Chanakya is. Ready? Okay, so by the way, he's a character that I created. Yes, it's a character that I created for one of my books. You know, I'm an author. I have written many books. You know how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, We are in which year now? 2021, not 2021. Come on. 2020 is over. Now it's 21, okay? And I have written actually 21 books. Yes, I have written 21 books. But I'm not going to talk about the 21 books. But I'm going to talk about that one book, which is my favorite. And that book is called Chatur Chanakya and the Himalayan Problem. Yes, it's a book. Absolutely. So that's the name of the book. And we created this character called Chatur Chanakya. You want to know about him? Yes. So let's look at the next slide. I will request ma'am to just play the slide. Here is the book. Yes, you can see that. It's a beautiful book. And not only the book has got stories, it's got images. Chatur Chanakya and the Himalayan Problem is a book about how a boy named Chanakya solves a problem with a boy named Himalaya, who is a trouble for the whole school. Yes. So there is a problem, there is a bully, his name is Himalaya. And Chatur Chanakya is troubled by him. But Chanakya is a clever boy who has studied all the Vedas and knows how to apply Anvikshiki, the art of thinking. Hence, he is the smartest of them all. You see, always Chatur Chanakya is like this. You know why he is like this? Because he knows how to think correctly. Yes. What is that? There is a method of thinking, and that method is called as Anvikshiki. Yes. How to think properly? Remember, Chatur Chanakya is going to teach you how to think. Next slide, please. And if you think properly, you'll become smart. Now, all of you have friends, right? So even Chatur Chanakya has many friends. And these are the friends and the characters in the book. Just remember these names, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? The first one is Chatur Chanakya himself. We call him Chanakya. But then there is another friend called as Arjun. Then there's another friend called as Lakshmi. Arjun and Lakshmi are brothers and sisters. Yes, Arjun and Lakshmi are brothers and sisters. So Lakshmi is elder and Arjun is his younger brother, her younger brother. Then there is one more sibling group, Aditya and Datta. Aditya is the elder brother and Datta is the younger brother. Now there are so many boys. You require one more girl, right? So here we have Millie, who is Lakshmi's best friend in school. And of course, there is this problem person called as Himalaya. So the whole story is about these characters. Chanakya or Chatur Chanakya. Arjun, Lakshmi, Aditya, Datta, Millie and Himalaya. So story goes around with all of them. But you know what? Look at this picture. Look at this image. Little boy Chatur Chanakya, who's got a choti, is a good storyteller. And today we're going to listen to his story also, okay? Not only story about him, but the story he told. I'm going to tell you stories after this. Ready for this? Chatur Chanakya will always have one story coming out of his pocket every time. And he's got new stories. And he can speak multiple languages. He can speak Sanskrit, Hindi, English, Gujarati, Tamil, Malayalam. Oh, how do you learn so many languages? It's a secret because he knows Anvikshiki. We'll see that later on. But if you want to be smart, you should learn multiple languages. And you can learn languages through stories also. Next slide, please. So here we are going to learn how to think like Chatur Chanakya. Next slide. Okay. So as we move on, ma'am, can you change the slide, please? Yes. Now, remember, in this particular book, you can all get this book on Amazon or wherever, you can go to a library also. If you're already going to in library or you're trying to get some books, this is one book also easily available. Raising his hands. Whenever there is any problem, Chanakya, little Chanakya would have a dialogue, a very standard saying. You know what he would say? Shant Balak Shant. Whenever we fight, our parents will get angry. Everybody will say, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So he says, don't just be quiet, but be quiet mentally. Be peaceful. Quiet, my dear child, quiet. Shant Balak Shant. Remember this. This is the standard way how you can handle any problem of life. That is Shant Balak Shant. Okay, remember this is a very important learning. Next slide, please. Yes, now we go a little bit into the life of Chanakya. Chatur Chanakya and the Himalayan problem we've seen. It is not only about the 7 people, but it's also about parents. And I can see that a lot of parents here. Now, these 2 friends, that is Chatur Chanakya and Arjun. Okay, now we're talking about their parents. One parent is Ratan Somaya and his wife Suman Somaya. Dr. Guru Prasad and Parvati Prasad. The one in the picture is Chatur Chanakya's father, Dr. Guru Prasad, and his mother is Parvati Prasad. So please look carefully. There is a book in the hand. The little boy, right from the childhood. You know, Chatur Chanakya has grown a little bit big, but even a small baby in the arm also used to love books. I hope all of you like to read books. And look what father is reading. The father is reading something called as Kautilya's Arthashastra. Oh, really? Yes. Somebody has written in Sanskrit also. Arthashastra, yes. And you will find what is Arthashastra. It is a book how to become financially smart. Artha means money, wealth. Shastra means scripture. So the little Chatur Chanakya was smart, but he's also financially smart. If all of you start loving and reading books, you will become smart. And when you study Arthashastra, you will become financially smart. Next slide, please. So here is the little boy, right from his childhood. He read books and he also listened to his parents. So see, Chotu Chanakya, when he becomes big, becomes Chatur Chanakya. See this? So the little one is listening to the mama and also papa. I hope all of you listen to your parents also. Sometimes you don't agree with them, but it's okay. But learn from them because they're wiser and smarter than you. So the little Chotu Chanakya becoming Chatur Chanakya is by listening to elders. Next slide, please. Yes. Yes, he's an intelligent thinker, Suraj. Absolutely right. Can you change the slide, please? Yeah. Now, here is a formula. You know what? When you read this book, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because I have more story to tell you today. Because Chatur Chanakya, I'm only introducing you. So this little boy, Chatur Chanakya, along with his friend Arjun, I told you, they have a formula. Never fight a battle alone. Always take a friend along. Because when Himalaya was bullying them, when Himalaya was bullying them, you know what Chatur Chanakya did? The combination is A and C. Where is B gone then? A, B, C, right? So Arjun and C, that is Chatur Chanakya, together become superheroes. So the A and C combination is how they always fight any particular problem. So friends, whenever you have a problem, don't try to keep the problem with yourself. Don't try to make all the problem your problem. Talk to a friend, talk to a teacher, talk to your parents, talk to an elder brother or sister or a dada dadi. Remember, if you have a problem, speak it out. Don't keep it to yourself. That is what is exactly what's happening. When the little boys are getting bullied, many times it happens, boys or girls, they get bullied. We don't know whom to speak to. But the reality is that here is something that we find that they always help each other. And when 2 friends help each other, together they become superheroes. So, Chatur Chanakya and Arjun. You see that A? It is looking like the Avengers A, right? No, it is not Avengers A. That is Arjun's A. They become superheroes. So if you want to be a superhero in life, remember, have a lot of good friends and become intelligent together. Yes. Next slide, please. Here it is. Okay. So here is what we see. Chatur Chanakya used to tell a lot of stories and used to teach his friends to become smart like him. And you see, in the background is one face. It is the name of another great teacher who lived in the 4th century BC. His name was Chanakya. Yes, there's another Chanakya. This is Chatur Chanakya, the small guy. But many, many years ago in India, in 4th century BC, there lived a great teacher and he was teaching economics also, how to be financially smart. And he was also a king maker of Chandragupta Maurya. His name is Chanakya. You can see him. So Chatur Chanakya used to educate everybody through stories of Chanakya. That's how he also got the name Chanakya through his father. And remember, he was reading the book called as Artha Shastra. Next slide, please. Okay. Now, I will not go into the story too much because as I told you, I got many stories. But it is also important to know in the book, Chatur Chanakya tells them the importance of satsang. What is satsang? Good company. Sat means good and sang means company. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to be smart in life, successful and smart, you should start with another S. That is satsang. S for smart, S for successful, starts with S. That is satsang. And of course, you know, apart from going to school, there is a new method. It is also called homeschooling. When you study at home without going to school. Do you like to go to school? I personally prefer everybody should go to school. But I hope everybody now, because of the pandemic, is not able to go to school. But at least everybody is learning from home. So there is one more method called as homeschooling. Sitting at home. And many times in the olden days, they could not go to school. The parents taught them. So there is one concept called homeschooling, which is also being told by Chatur Chanakya. And one more formula I will tell you. What is the best way to learn any language? The best way to learn any language is to listen to the various words and their meanings. You know, it is said children can learn multiple languages. But just language is not enough. Learning grammar is not enough. Listen. And then you can easily understand so many languages. And you should look at the connections and look at the similarities. For example, the word brother in English. All of you know what is a brother, right? Is bhrata in Sanskrit, bhau in Marathi, and bhai in Hindi. And you just connect them, bh, brother, yes, then bhrata, bra, bh, bhau, and bh, bhai. Oh, bh. You know, that is the method that Chatur Chanakya used to use. He used to start looking at connections. And you'd be surprised if you know how to connect. You will learn not only languages, you will learn multiple things. So today also we are going to learn how to be financially smart. You're looking at connections. So while you are listening to Chatur Chanakya, I hope you're also going to connect and understand how to be smart like Chatur Chanakya. So remember the formula to learn is to find connections. And that's why at the end of every particular story, we have moral of the story, right? You're going to connect the moral to your life. Next slide, please. Yes. Now one more concept. What is Gurukul? It is a traditional education system that was taught in ancient India in schools called as Gurukul. The students lived together as a family. They used to go away like the boarding schools of today. The guru was a teacher and their parent along with the guru mata. Many times we miss some mothers and parents if you're in a boarding school. Don't worry. Our ancient Gurukul system ensured that the guru was like mata and pita. So in the prayer it is said, right? Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Father and mother. But my father and mother is at home. I am at Gurukul. No problem. Your guru is your father and the guru mata is your mother. And the other senior students, you know, like in every school, there are senior students. Suppose you're in 4th standard, the 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard students. They are like your brothers. They're not bullies. They're like your elder brothers and sisters. They lived in the Gurukul for many years till they completed their education, after which they returned to their parents' house where they could take up many different responsibilities, a profession, and get married. And then they themselves will become great parents. And here is what I want to tell you one more thing about Chatur Chanakya. Anvikshiki. If you know Anvikshiki, you'll be smart, intelligent, and also wealthy. Yes, the ability to think and observe is called Anvikshiki. Don't just look, observe things. I'll tell you one formula for all of you. Do you want to know how to read somebody's mind? Oh, you want to be a mind reader? No, but you should understand what people are thinking. You know what you should do? Look at the person's eyes. Wherever the person is looking, the mind has gone there. Yes, so that is called observation. So Chatur Chanakya should tell all his friends, look at the person, but also look at the person's face. But when you're looking at the person's face, Look at his or her eyes. Wherever the eyes goes, thoughts go. And the thoughts become a part of you. Intelligent, isn't it? So there are so many methods, but one of the methods of Anvikshik is to observe. So friends, if you want to be financially successful and generally successful in life, you should know what is called as observation. And that skill is called as Anvikshiki. Next slide, please. Yes, friends. Now we are going to talk about one last thing. And that is, what is Kautilya's Arthashastra? Remember that one small book that the little Chanakya, the Chotu Chanakya was learning? That is called Arthashastra. Actually speaking, it's a political book written by Chanakya on administration. In Kautilya Arthashastra, Anvikshiki is first taught to be a king or a leader. I hope all of you like to be leaders, want to be winners in life. It is described as the Prathama Vidya. You know what is the meaning of Prathama Vidya? Prathama means first. The one who has topped is first. What you learn in the beginning is called Prathama Vidya, first knowledge. Like we all learn 1, 2, 3, ABC, isn't it? But the great Chanakya and Arthashastra, you should not learn only counting or reading and writing. You should learn how to think. That is Anvikshiki. The knowledge of Anvikshiki helps you to think clearly. And imagine I'm only just giving you few ideas. But Arthashastra contains how many? 6,000 sutras or formulas. How to run a kingdom, how to be a king, how to be a leader. And of course become very successful in life. And therefore, what is a sutra? A sutra is a formula. It is short and simple and tells us what to do in any given situation. Remember the 2 words. I hope all of you are noting it down, even though it is live. If you want to write down with a pen and paper, write it down. Come on, all parents, all children. Okay, I'm going to give you formulas. But remember this one formula. And that formula is that you should always be able to recollect everything in your life immediately when you want it. So whatever be the paristhiti, you know what is the meaning of paristhiti? Situation. Your manasthiti matters, your mindset. So never get frightened, but you have to be smart. Don't get frightened, be smart. Like today we have corona problem, isn't it? Everybody's getting frightened. Don't get frightened. You need to be smart and careful. So what do you have to do? Social distancing, washing our hands, and of course the mask. So if you are able to do that, of course the little injection called vaccine will come. Don't worry, take it, don't fear about it. And then your fear will be taken over by confidence. Not overconfidence, but confidence, the right confidence. So how to understand things in a smart way is called sutra. I'm going to give you some sutras today also. Okay? Last slide, please. Yes. So this is my little character that I have created, and he's going to tell you a lot of stories. You like Chatur Chanakya? He makes you think. So that's me, and that's my creation. Okay. So friends, with that, I've introduced you to Chatur Chanakya, but that is not enough. Now, we can actually go to learn from Chatur Chanakya through some stories. Ready for the story? Thank you. We can put up the slide, please. So I have told you that I'm going to now use one more method, and that is called storytelling. Ready for the story? Now I want everybody to be sure whether you are alert or not. Okay? Tell me in the chat box, do you want to listen to one story or 2 stories? I want an answer. So with my limited time, I'm going to use 1 story or 2 stories. You decide how many stories you want. 1. Only 1 story. Oh. 2 will do. Okay, good. So, Ekta is saying I want 3 stories. Now that's called smart. And that's Dilip's answer also. 3. Wow. Now you're already Chatur Chanakya. Ask for more. So today I'm going to listen to Ekta and Dilip. Now others, if you don't love stories, that's fine. Deepti is selling just our love stories. That's not the point. I'm asking you how much. So I asked for 1 and 2, but we have smart kids over here. I like them. So we are talking about 3 stories. Okay, done. I'm going to tell you 3 stories. Ready? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Now here is the formula. 1 is equal to 3. What is the meaning of 1 is equal to 3? I never learned this formula. How can 1 be 3? I told you 3 stories. But you know what? I'm going to tell you one story with 3 stories. Arey wow, that's going to be interesting, right? One story and 3 stories. Have you read the Ramayana and the Mahabharata? You not read? Oh, there are many stories in one story. Yes, you're right? So it is not one story, many stories in one story, isn't it true?
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you one story which Chatur Chanakya told, but in that one story, there are 3 stories. Ready? Okay. So remember that one picture, Chatur Chanakya is telling stories and everybody's sitting with zapped attention. Okay. Let me listen. So this is one story which Chatur Chanakya told to all his friends. Remember who the friends are? Arjun, Lakshmi, Datta, Aditya. Remember all those friends? Yes, and Millie, of course, don't forget. Lakshmi's best friend is Millie. Ready for the story? Attention, okay? So, Chatur Chanakya starts. Once upon a time, not once upon a time, no? Some thousands of years ago, just 2019, before the pandemic started, okay? Everybody was going to school, isn't it true? We all love to go to school, catch our school batches, go and fight in our school, and of course, go and see the teacher's face. Today, we can't see the teacher's face. You can only see the screen with the teacher's face. I don't like it. I can't see my teacher. I want to meet my friends. I want to look at the tiffin, smell and say, wow, what did your mother make for you today? And somebody would say dosa, somebody would say idli, and somebody would say pav bhaji. And you say, wow, your mommy is such a nice cook. So what? My mother is also a nice cook. We can't see all that in the webinar, on the classes. We can just show some mobile. So in year 2019, okay, there was a house. And this house was full of people. There were 3 generations together. Mummy, Daddy, Dada, Dadi, and 2 boys. They were twins. Yeah, there were 2 boys. You know what were the names? The name of one boy was Yogesh. Anybody Yogesh over here?
Sir, my father's name is Yogesh.
Wow, see? So now it's your father's story. So Chatur Chanakya already knows your father. Okay? But Yogesh had a twin brother. His name was Lokesh. Yogesh and Lokesh. But everybody used to call Lokesh as Bhogesh. So actually the name is Lokesh, but everybody used to call him Bhogesh. You know why? Now I'll tell you the story. You'll understand why they call him Bhogesh. Okay. So now both the boys, Yogesh and Lokesh, were in the mother's womb. They're twins, na? They're twins. But his mother was smart. She used to read a lot of financial books. She used to understand money very well. And she used to start teaching the children when they're small. But unfortunately, even if the mother or the teacher teaches the same thing, everybody learns differently. Isn't it true? Teacher teaches the same thing. Parents tell the same thing. But one child listens, the other child doesn't listen. Do you want to be the listening child or the one who doesn't listen child?
The listening child.
Unfortunate. Listening child. Unfortunate. And you know what happened? In this house, Dada Dadi. Everybody likes Dada Dadi because they tell a lot of stories, right? Okay. So the first story is about Dada Dadi. Okay. So story number 1 in that house. Dada Dadi, parents, and we have Lokesh / Bhogesh and Yogesh. Okay. So one day, Dadima called and said, my dear Yogesh and Lokesh, I'm going to give you 1,000 rupees. How much? 1,000 rupees. Wow. Okay. But I want to know whether you're financially smart. I want to know whether you're financially smart. Okay. So Dadima from her savings takes out 1,000 rupees and gives to Yogesh and gives 1,000 rupees to Lokesh. And after 1 week, Dadima says, oh, okay, friends, come here. My little grandboys, my grandchildren, come here. Okay. What do you do with that money? So Lokesh said, Dadima, that is my money. And thank you for giving me 1,000 rupees. I actually spent that money. spend that money. Okay, how much is balance with you? What balance? I come to you again for 1,000 rupees only. So you gave me, you're a nice grandma. Give me more, give me more, give me more. I want more. Huh? And Dadima said, okay, let me wait and see what did Yogesh do with that money. Yes, Yogesh, tell me, what did you do with that money? And you know what he said? I spent. Oh, you also spent? Okay, good. But I have one question. How much money do you have balance? He did some calculation. I have got 500 rupees balance. Huh? You have 500 rupees balance. Why? What happened? You know what? My mother always tells me the first formula. What is the first formula? Save before you spend. Oh. So, both of them got 1,000 rupees. Lokesh, who is Mr. Bhogesh, spent all the 1,000 rupees. And after 1 week, Than Gopal. No money. All gone. And our little smart Yogesh also spent. But you know what did he do? He spent 50% because he had learned the formula from his mother. That formula was save before you spend. Now Lokesh says, okay, grandma, I understood. Next time I will be smart. Okay. One story is over. Now come the second story. After 1 month, again Dadima calls both of them on the 1st of February. Now it was 1st of January, okay? 1st of February. Again Dadima comes, come. So everybody is ready. 1,000 rupees for both of you. Again 1,000 rupees. My Dadima is so rich. And of course I'm rich, you know. Even old age, I got a lot of money extra because I have saved for my old age. Dadima says 1,000 rupees to Lokesh / Bhogesh and 1,000 rupees for Yogesh. Go. So after 1 week, Dadima calls. Aajao bachcho. Now what have you done? This time Yogesh says, you know what? I have money balance. How much? 500 rupees. Remember that 500 rupees? So he knows how to save. Okay, good, Dadima. So I know you know about save. But what did you do with the remaining? I actually went and shared. Shared with whom? You know what? In my school, there is a boy. He could not pay the fees. Oh, then I said, let me help him a little bit. So this time I saved, but also shared. Shared with whom? With the not so privileged person. And then the Dadima asked, oh, Mr. Bhogesh, Mr. Lokesh, come here. 1,000 rupees kya kiya? So he said, you know what, Dadima? What? I saved 500 rupees because that's the lesson you told me, right? But the remaining 500 rupees, I just spent it on ice cream. I just spent it on chocolates and all those things. And Dadima said, okay, there is nothing wrong in spending, but did you share the money with somebody else? So why should I share? That's my money, right? Dadima says, no. Remember, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Otherwise, life is boring. If there is no sharing and caring, life is boring. Now Lokesh says, okay, Dadima, I learned my second lesson from your second instance. January, February. And then somewhere, both of Dadima is going to give us another 1,000 rupees. So they waited till 1st of March. And 1st of March came in. First, and both of them said, Dadima, laiye. So I said, kya laiye? Paisa. So no, I will not give you money. Why? Why Dadima? Please. Dadima, manja. And he was, okay. Another 1,000 rupees. But remember, from April onwards, okay, you should have your own budget. And Yogesh said, okay, we'll make a budget together. We'll make a family budget. And our Lokesh says, what is a budget? What is a budget? I don't know what is a budget. Dadi says, I will tell you in the month of April. But today is 1st of March, right? 3rd month. 1,000 rupees, go. And after 7 days, Dadima calls him again and says, okay. Now tell me what happened with that money. And our little Lokesh, Mr. Bhogesh, you know what he said? You know what, Dadima? I saved money. I shared money. And how much money do you have with her? Nothing. 0. Huh? All 1,000 rupees gone. Oh, you know what? I saved 500 rupees, as I told you. I saved, but I shared. But didn't you spend on yourself? He said, but you told me spending is bad. No, I never told spending is bad. Then she looked at Yogesh. Yogesh, what did you do? You know what Dadima did? I actually saved money, shared money, and I spent money also. Really? Where did you spend? I got a new dress for myself. See, nice blue shirt, right? With a green color, right? I got this from my own savings. And this Yogesh was so smart that he understood 3S. And Lokesh was so confused and said, I don't understand what you're trying to tell. First you tell me save, then you say share, and then you say spend. And that time Dadima said, wait, come. This is the third story in the third month, okay? January, February, March. Now I want all of you to write down a formula, sutra. Ready? Write it down. S is equal to S plus S plus S. Not YES, okay? S is equal to S plus S plus S. So everybody is looking. But by this time, Yogesh already understood the formula. But Lokesh said, Dadima, I understand, but please explain to me. And he said, I will tell you that. But first, let me explain to you what is S plus S plus S. And next financial year, you know what is the financial year? Financial year is not from January to December. In India, it is from April to March. So before the new financial year starts, I want you to understand this S plus S plus S. What is it? S is success in life. Financial success in life depends on saving, S, plus sharing, plus spending. Oh, so I'm not telling you to be a conjuice, miser. You know, a lot of people keep saving. They don't spend only. Some people keep sharing. They don't have done anything for themselves only. And some people keep only spending on themselves. So remember this, if you want to be financially smart, save, share, spend. And how do you do that? I told you, from now onwards, you should have a budget. Okay. And he said, today evening, I'm going to call your Dada. He's very financially rich. You know, he's got so much money at old age also. I have no problem. How come? And he will tell you. And the evening, Dada comes and tells, remember the formula of 100 divided by 3. 100 divided by 3, 33.33. Yes, that's the formula. So if you get 100 rupees or 1000 rupees like Dadi gave you, you should split into 3 boxes, 3 parts. One is for saving, one is for sharing, and the third is for spending. So if you every time make a budget of this, you will always build your wealth. And both the boys, okay, Lokesh and Yogesh, started making a family budget. And you will be surprised by the end of one full year, when 2021 came in, even if there was a pandemic, there was a lockdown, think about it, 1000 rupees every month, one part goes for saving. Second part goes for sharing. And third part goes for spending. This is called a well-planned financial strategy. Save, share, spend. If you only save, not good. You should save. First point. You only share, that is also good, but not fully good. You should also spend. So this is a very well-balanced plan of how you should make yourself financially ready. So I have this request to all the parents, teachers over here, and children over here, and especially Sonalji, Pritiji, that you should now look at this formula. And I'm going to give you 2 more months, already January, February, and March, isn't it? So 1 year, if you do this practice of having a budget of 3 parts, believe me, you will build a habit. And when you become a Dada or a Dadi, old person at 75 years old, you have so much money, you will be surprised. You will take care of your own education, everybody else, and you will be Raja from inside and outside. you'll become a true leader. You know what is the meaning of a true leader? Who is not conjuice, but also has enough money. So start from now. Start from this financial year. In fact, I'll tell you, if you're smart like Chatur Chanakya, you'll not even wait for the month of April. Can you start from the month of January? Try this. But if you can't start in the month of January also, it's fine. Start in February or March. But from April, if you don't start it, very bad, very bad. You'll only become Bhogesh. So Bhogesh should actually become Lokesh. You know what is the meaning of Lokesh? Who is worldly wise. Loka, world. Isha, a leader. And Yogesh, who is like a yogi, who's always remembering God. So have faith in God, but be worldly smart. And the way to be worldly smart is this formula that Chatur Chanakya gave everybody. What is the formula? Can you type it? Yes. Let me see how many of you understood these 3 stories in one story. S is equal to S plus S plus S. Can anybody just put on the chat box? What is the 3 things? Very nice. Vimsi has already done it. Success. And I will put it one step further. Financial success or worldly success is sharing, spending, saving. No, let's reverse the formula. You have to get in the sequence right, okay? First is saving. Then it is sharing. And then spending. Now, you know what the people do? They spend first. Then no money to save. Because when you go to shopping, you like too many things, isn't it? You should always spend after saving and sharing. So if you understood this one formula, we'll come back with more stories of Chatur Chanakya. And we will enjoy this. So today, I'm going to stop over here. And if there are any questions, we'll take it up. But remember one thing. Chatur Chanakya is teaching us Anvikshiki, how to think properly and be smart financially. So friends, listening to stories, videos, PPTs, I all want you to be successful. And I would like to tell one point as we're winding up. You have to have 2 kinds of wealth. Huh? I thought wealth means money. Yes, that is only one thing. One is financial wealth and the second is called knowledge wealth. The real wealth of any particular person is knowledge. Okay, because money sometimes can come and go, but knowledge always stays with you. So what we shared with you is the knowledge of Chanakya and Arthashastra. So remember one more thing, you can write it down. Don't become money-minded, but be money-conscious. Don't become money-minded because you're a money-minded person, money, no. But become money-conscious. Money is a very important resource and tool. But your aim in life should be knowledge. Those who go behind knowledge, actually, money comes to them. But once you have knowledge and money, then you are double successful. So the real wealth is knowledge along with financial wealth. Be wealthy, successful, and happy. This is the formula that Chatur Chanakya teaches to everyone. I hope you enjoy, and I'm sure from now onwards, you will start making the financial plan along with your parents, dada, dadi, siblings also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, ma'am, you can take over.
So that video was pending, so I'll just play that video.
Yeah. See the video now. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hi sir, thank you sir for this amazing. सर कैसे हो सर? मैंने आपकी बहुत सारी बुक्स पढ़ी हैं, मैनेजमेंट की एंड लीडरशिप की सर. एंड सर, कैन यू हियर मी सर?
Yes, I can.
सर मुझे आपसे एक बार जरूर मिलना है सर. बहुत
बिल्कुल. पहले डिजिटल फिर फेस टू फेस विजिट.
ओके. थैंक यू सर. मैंने सर ये आपका बहुत अच्छा सेमिनार था.
Sorry.
Thank you, Sonalji. Thank you, Preeti ji. It was a nice opportunity to interact with everyone over here. You've been wonderful organizers as well.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really, really wonderful, and it was an enlightening session for all of us. I hope all the parents, the kids have enjoyed the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to sum it up, in this whole session, we have gone through different things, starting from how to save the beautiful formula given by Sir, S is equal to S plus S plus S. Wonderful. This is not only for kids, it is for each and every person who should follow. Because when the money comes, it goes its own way until we save it. When we value it today, that money will value us tomorrow. As money has only one language. If you save me today, I'll save you tomorrow.
Wow.
So today we should all, with this new year, we should make this resolution that we have the smart piggy bank ready with us for each financial goal. Let it be retirement, let it be a kid's education, let it be learning for the kids. For them also, as Sir said, one should be for saving, spending, and sharing. If we do it, our kids will follow it. So with this, I actually end up this. If any of the queries are there, you can anytime contact us on the given numbers or post your queries on the mail IDs. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. We had a great time with you. It was very, I have no words now to put up the, I'm so much grateful.
Yes, absolutely, Sonalji. I hope everybody enjoyed. That's very important because we call this fun learning. Yes. Learning with fun, yes, but not just fun. We should have a lot of learning and also should practice what we just learned. Okay. So don't just keep it as a formula. A formula not applied is only theory. But when theory is applied, it becomes success story for all of us. Yes, Preeti ji.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. If anybody has a questions right now, you can please post. We are ready to assist you. Yes. Anybody has any questions?